Hello, everybody, and welcome back for Power Hour, or as we like to call it on the Reddit page, Power Hour. It is so exciting to be here with all of you. Give me 1 second while I just get these numbers up here. Just give me 1 second, because I noticed that I forgot to do that. And there we go. This should be over like that. There we go. And let me just refresh these, make sure that they have the proper numbers for you guys up here. There we go. That looks pretty decent. Let me just adjust this so we get the full GME number here. Let's see. Canada here. Hello, my friend from Canada. How are you? How are you? How are you? All right. It's been quite a day, guys. Not a lot of movement, but a lot of cool things happening. We got the charts up here, respectively. Right now I'm looking at AMC. It looks like we have whoa, it looks like I just got in and streaming just in time. Damn. We got, we're heading towards potentially $12, as we're saying here in the thing. Maybe we can get there. We're sitting at 1124 currently. I think our next level of resistance is 1130, so I'm going to mark that for us right here on the chart. Oh, man. And then let's see, where do we got? We have a nice level of support down here. We have 1, 2, 3, whole bunch of points, at least 5. So, we may end up breaking over 1101. I think that's kind of the goal. I was looking at the options earlier today, and if we look down here, we have 22,768 on there, and that's 100 options each, so that would be a whole shitload of them expiring in the money if we end above there. 1150 has another one at 4,109. However, if we do break up over 12, we have another 21,640 call options expiring. That is huge. That would bring us into next week, and we would be in a really good place. So if we can get that push over 12 to 1201 and get those to expire in the money, we have a whole shitload of them expiring in the money. Now, if you guys want to calculate exactly how many that would be and let me know here in the chat, I will absolutely read that off. And holy crap, I think we're going to test this here. We're at 1129. Ooh, we just broke off through that huge level of resistance. Our resistance level now moves to 1136, so let's move that up a bit. Maybe I won't even get time. All right, holy crap, guys. Hey, people, Hedge here. Hey, Hedge, how's it going, my friend? How's it going? Let me just move this over here because I want to make sure that I'm not missing any of your guys' messages. But we're definitely breaking 11. We're hit 1133 here. A lot of movement. We're seeing a whole crap load of volume compared to the rest of today coming in. Currently sitting at 491.28 thousand shares being traded back and forth right now, sitting at 99.37 million for the day. Still not the volume we do want to see. However, really, in my opinion, today is about making it over that, that 1101 point. If we make it above 1101 in the next 27 minutes, I'm personally going to be very satisfied. However, I do believe that we can get above 12. Next week, guys, is witching hours, the quadruple witching hour. So I'm going to pull this up here. I'm going to leave the chart up because this chart is just doing a lot of stuff, and we'll look at GameStop in a minute. But let's read what the quadruple witching hour is. I'm still learning a little bit about this. So I'm just going to read the definition straight off from online. And if you want me to add something else that you think should be there, please let me know. I will do that. So the triple witching hour. The triple witching hour is the last hour of the stock market trading session on the third Friday of every March, June, September, and December. Those days are the expiration of 3 kinds of securities: stock market index futures, stock market index options, and stock options. So to my understanding, that is going to be options on index funds and call options on just regular stocks and such like that. If I'm getting that wrong, please let me know. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys correct information. That is incredibly important to me. We're sitting at 1121. Now there was an interesting read that I found today that I want to share with you guys. It was shared in this Reddit stream that I am a part of. So let me pull that up for a second. You'll be able to watch the price points of AMC and GME on the bottom of your screen. In the meantime, I'm super excited that I woke up this morning to these numbers. Hell yeah, man. I'm personally sitting quite a bit in the profit. I actually expanded my position today in AMC. And I do want to add to you guys, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am fairly new to all of this, but I have learned a whole crapload, and I've been keeping up on the news with everything going on here. We have a lot of good news with AMC. We have the CEO on several news networks now saying that we're good in position. I've been seeing reports that it said that there's way more shares than there should be in existence, which it indicates that the squeeze is becoming more and more of a good chance. Again, we need that volume in order to get there, and maybe we can get those call options, that gamma squeeze we need a little bit of too. We've had a rough week. We had that day where AMC personally dropped from down to like 12 down to 10. However, GME also dropped down like almost $200, which is freaking insane. Definitely illegal. I wish we could get some more news on that because I would like to know what's going on with that guy. However, this has been removed, and I want to read this. Take it for whatever opinion you have on it, but this does seem interesting. Also, we're sitting at 1126 right now on AMC, 269.50 on GME. So it says GME assets being moved March 18th, and this is from, I am not even going to try to pronounce that, Ruffngelin Do Can't See Me, this guy. And I will I'll put a link in the chat here before I read this through. There you go. Now I got to find my way back. That's not it. Here we go. All right. So GME assets being moved March 18th. I just received a tip from someone that works for a company. Their 401k is being moved to a new provider. They were notified in January. Guess when the move date is? March 18th. With a blackout till beginning of April. Guess who is currently providing it? Melvin Capital. Also, lawsuits about misappropriation of funds have been filed. Now, this was sent to me anonymously, and I am trying to see if they will send me the emails about the 401k movement date. Edit, added to post, see below. This is unverified and could be a shill leaking bad data. Anyway, you wonderful apes can do some digging on this. Edit, seems to be checking out. Added to the docs and lawsuit checks below. Just was told they will send me a photo of the letter they get in the mail tomorrow. This was posted 2 hours ago. That's more correct. So I don't know how accurate this is, but I found this to be interesting. And, you know, as people following these stocks, we're always hoping to find information that's pointing towards a squeeze. And if this information is true, in my personal opinion, this does say that that is a possibility. I have personally, and I'm going to be really forward with this, I have not had a chance to check all of these sources. So, you know, take this with a grain of salt, take this with your own opinion, form your own opinion there, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to switch back over to the stocks here. Also, if you're watching, if you are enjoying yourself, if you want to throw a like on the YouTube thing there, or if you're watching on Facebook, put a like. Also hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell next to it if you're interested in future updates. I do want to do this more often. We are sitting again at 1121. We're having a little bit of consolidation. Arguably, though, what we are seeing here, which could be a sign, especially because we only have 22 minutes coming up here, is we could be seeing a bullish flag forming here. Bullish flag, just for those who can't see it or don't know what that is, we have a nice level of, I need to get my trend line to work. We have a nice increase in price action, and then we see a little flag forming over here. We're going to connect 3 points, and then we're going to connect another 3 points over here. Maybe. Sometimes these buttons are a little funky. There we go. So we have this kind of consolidation going on, and this could continue for a bit. And, looks like we're dropping them. Looks like we might be breaking resistance. Getting some creepy messages on my Facebook potentially? Somebody's calling me beautiful. Weird. All right. So we're testing this little bit. We're going to see if we can break through this. We'd rather be going in the other way. However, we are not dropping down below this point of resistance down at the bottom of this green candlestick. So who knows? Maybe we're in a good position. And also, thank you for the likes, all the likes coming in. This is awesome, guys. I really appreciate this. I really love talking with you guys. I love the Reddit chat we have. Good times. So let's take a look at, well, when we're letting AMC develop, even though it's a little bit hot right now. Looks like we're breaking that resistance a little bit. Let's see what GME is doing. Woo. GME looks like it got shorted a bit potentially here. And we also have the 20 MA going under, which indicates bearish movement potentially. We may see a bit of a drop with GME. That could be coming up. However, it is showing that it is oversold on our RSI indicator. So we could also see an increase in due time. I do believe, seeing this as a power hour on Friday, very popular day of the stock market every week, that there is a chance that we will see an increase here to some extent. It does look like we did have a double top here, so that 273.40 is probably going to be a little bit difficult to break through here. Probably actually more down towards here. Yeah, 272.57 I'm going to say is where we need to break through in order to see a nice movement, and I would definitely like to see that 20 MA moving more towards the 200 MA up there. Moving back to AMC here, we are breaking a little bit low. It looks like we may be starting to see a little bit of a downward trend. Still a little early to call that though, seeing as we are seeing a lot of consolidation around that 1120, 1121 price point. So take that with a grain of salt also. We are seeing some nice increased volume compared to the rest of the day. We're at 102.13 million. I believe AMC sits at 149 million for their average. Let me double check that though for you all. Yeah, 160 million. Actually, that average has increased over the past month or so too, which is quite nice. GME, on the other hand, one sec, getting a phone call here. Let me just, there we go. GME, on the other hand, here is sitting at 23.82. I think their average is 45 million. Let me just give that a check for you. I'm using Yahoo Finance to check this stuff for those, just so you guys know the source that I'm using. 43.476 million there. So it's sitting at a little bit above half of that. So that's not bad. Again, guys, we need a lot more movement in this stock. One of the reasons why I decided to start streaming this is I just want people to know that this is going on. And I also want people to see that the stock market really isn't as confusing as it is. We are dealing with some very volatile stocks, however. This is everything that you're seeing here in the market with AMC and GME does not normally happen. As we saw from looking at that thing about Melvin Capital, as we've looked with this huge increases, the illegal activity we saw, I think, 2 days ago. This is crazy, 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 crazy stuff. However, the stocks, you know, I've brought this up a few times. I think one of the things that I don't like on TV is they show how much the stocks have increased by percentages. If they showed by dollar amounts, I think that'd be more accurate. That's just my personal opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, go ahead and throw it in the chat. I'd be very interested to hear that. But I think the media in general, and I'm not even talking from like the hit articles and stuff that we've been seeing. I'm purely speaking from just as a watcher of the stocks. That kind of stuff threw me off. I didn't realize personally that it was as easy as it was. And I even did a stock market project back when I was in high school. I wish I paid a little more attention then, because I probably would have been in the stock market way earlier than I am now. And for record, I do look a lot younger than I am. I am 28. So some people a few years ago said that I looked like I was 16. I am not 16, I promise you. Actually, if I was 16, I probably wouldn't be in the stock market because of legality issues. And my parents probably wouldn't have allowed that back in the day either. However, the stock market's not hard, guys. It's all about doing your research on this. If you're getting into a stock, do your research. Know the business. Look at things that they're going to be releasing, like CTRM, Castor Maritime. I really like them. I found them from Trey, And I've been watching Trey's trades a lot, and he's a great guy. So if you haven't followed him, I do recommend that, because that guy is just full of information. Not traveling with Bruce, that's its other channel. The stock market with Bruce is also a really great resource. He personally worked in the stock market, so like just watching him for the past 2 weeks that I have, it's a lot of good information. Whether you agree with their views on AMC and GME or not, just hearing that experience is going to make you understand the stock market more. I also am thinking about doing some other videos that describe some of the stuff that I've learned. And so if you guys would be interested in that, let's see some gorillas in the chat if that's something that you would be also interested in. And also, I think I got a message here from you guys that I didn't see. So give me 1 sec while I peer around my camera. Actually, I can just do this. Aha. Let's see. Hedge says nothing. Hey people, nothing much. Drinking the sweet tears of the gnomes of Wall Street. I'm super excited that I woke up this morning to those numbers. Awesome. We do have some gorillas earlier from another friend of mine here. And Hedge says, we aren't financial experts. We're just gorillas who enjoy the occasional tasty Crayola box. Absolutely. So yes, we are all just apes here, and we're all learning together. And that's the other thing that I really like about this community, is that we're working together. We're working on getting solid information. These are people who want to do good things for other people once this goes off. This is going to be life-changing. And I want to bring up a conversation that I had not too long ago with my roommate. She was sitting there and she's like, I wish right now I could put more money in the stock market, because it's not going to, if it gets to this number, it's not really going to be as high as I want. And then we stopped and we thought about it, and we realized that the number that she was sitting at, where she wasn't satisfied with, was what she makes in a year from her job. That's mind-blowing. That's such a real, such a hit thing where we realize, oh my God, we are making shit money in the real world here, but all of a sudden we get into the stock market and all these opportunities open up. And yes, there is high risk. Let's not overpass that. I never want to overpass that. There is risk in the stock market. Me personally, I am sticking with a cash account. I don't know enough about options in order to do that stuff. I kind of have a general concept on how they work, but that's what I mean. You want to be taking calculated risks with the stock market. My number one rule so far is don't put in more than you're willing to lose. I'm fortunate. I get to watch the numbers all day, so I can kind of manage my risk more than some other people. In my opinion, I wouldn't do it with these stocks, but in other stocks, in a more safe way, you could do stop limits, which that way, let's say your stock got down to 10% below where it was, it would sell your stocks. I don't recommend that with AMC and GME due to the high volatility. I'm just telling you guys I just want to kind of let people know that there's precautions that you can take to be more safe in the stock market. Because I know that I have some viewers probably here who are brand new and they're like, I don't know if this is for me. And I've also seen a lot of other articles and such stating that people should get into the stock market. They should start putting money to save. Maybe that's in index funds. Maybe that's in CDs. It really depends on what your investment strategy becomes. I know personally after these end, I will be getting into some other stocks that are more long-term, that are more likely that I can just sit there and forget about. I feel like with GME and AMC, I have to just be like consistently watching them. I actually went to a dentist appointment the other day, and while I was at the dentist appointment, all of a sudden it was like, oh my God, this just dropped like $200 with GME. And I was like, what just happened? It's like, this is the first day I've been away from my computer in months. So that's just to, again, point out the volatility of these two stocks, but there are safer stocks. You've got Amazon, you've got Google, you got Facebook, and those kind of things, which are just more long-term. Bitcoin even is a big one popping up, where you can just leave your money in and just let it sit and just not worry about it. And you're probably going to come back and you're going to see a little bit of an increase. And Hedge says, Autumn, one thing I would like to point out is that if you put money in and you see red for a few days, then complain the market is failing, they miss the point of standing together and refusing to. Yes, thank you, Hedge. Thank you. This is such an important point. And Trey covers this a lot, and I've seen some other people cover this, and I stick by this. If you believe a company is worth more than where it is sitting at, and you have done your research, and you know what's going on, you want to hold. Just hold on. I mean, you saw people who are in AMC especially get this. We saw this happen. We saw the price go down from $13, $14. Some people even were up at 21, where it dropped down like crazy, down to like $5.50. We were barcoding for a few days. It was just like terrifying. I was really down in the hole for a bit there, but I know that AMC has a higher value than it is being shown here. So therefore, I know to stick in. And look, I mean, we're at 11.14 now. We got out of that. We are seeing quite a drop here. We are breaking below 11.13. We are sitting at $11.11. Let's check 11.20 here. Seems to be, oh, that's not right. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, level of resistance. There we go. Okay, 11.15. Right there, we do have quite a bit of a heavy level of resistance right there. We do have a nice support that we could potentially break through here, right about here. So not a lot of space to work with. We are coming down to the last 10 minutes, so expect a lot of volatility happening here. We are sitting at $265.86 on GameStop. It does look like it is getting heavily shorted. These ladder attacks seem to continue. No, I really just personally, maybe you have a different opinion, but I personally don't believe that people are selling off like this. That doesn't make sense to me, especially with the movements that we've been seeing. I mean, we've saw an increase hitting 281 today, and then all of a sudden this is going down this much. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense. We are seeing a green candle bar fighting back here. AMC is down a bit. Let's see if we broke down. We are touching that level of support that we had, a previous level of support. So hopefully we will be able to hold on to that. Looks like we may be breaking underneath. Actually, no. Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? What time is this here? This is 15:02. What's this at? 15:02. Okay, we are starting to see our charts here match up on the shorting at the same time. The charts are still different, but the shorting is happening at the same time. So guys, as Hedge is also saying, hold on for longer. The negative is understood. We get the fear of loss, but if you can't hold, it doesn't do good. Yes. I did a video a few days ago on Facebook, and I'll probably make another video on YouTube here, just so people can have it. If we hit the squeeze, right, they have to pay what we want them to pay. So the longer we hold, the higher this number is going to go. The higher this number is going to go, the more call options that are going to expire, which could cause the gamma squeeze, which helps the short squeeze potential, right? So the longer you hold, the more likely this is to happen. Now, if some people are going to have reasons they have to get out, and if that's the case, I get it. You have families to take care of, you have personal bills, medical expenses, and that stuff. If you have to do that, I get it. But if you are capable, just don't be too scared. Okay, guys? We've been through this for a while. Look at the people in GameStop. They went through this way longer. I think Deep F Value his first post was back in, I think, April of last year for GME, and he held for a really long time. They saw the shorting of that stock. He got called crazy. But yet, look what happened. GameStop hit 500, and now we're on that same journey again. So we're going to see these ups and downs. They're trying to scare us. They're trying to get us to let go. This stuff is not okay. These ladders and such like that. This is not okay. And another thing I'm excited about is, and we're also seeming to have a little bit of movement here. The charts are, wow, we're getting a little bit of volume. Not as much as we'd like to be seeing. I think in the last 5 minutes we'll definitely get that. But, it's just about conviction. Do you believe that this is going to hold? I personally do. I personally believe that we are going to see much larger increases of AMC and GME. And as stated by other people who know way more than I do, you have no idea what these can potentially hit. There is a lot of due diligence that's out that's saying that these things could hit $1,000 a share, theoretically. Again, we're playing with human emotions too, and how long people are going to hold. So if you can hold on to this, the better, the longer you can do that, the better that this can get. Another thing that I really recommend, guys, I really recommend this if you haven't done this yet. If you're just following blindly, listening to things that I'm saying, listening to the people on Reddit, that's all good. These people are smart people. They're doing their due diligence, and we're fact-checking all that stuff. But you should also be doing that. You should also understand what's going on. You should know what call options are to at least a basic extent. You should understand what ladder attacks are, what float is, and all that kind of stuff. Just know, because the more you know, the less scared you're going to be, the less screwed over you can get. Hedge is saying, Wall Street is a morally corrupt racket of criminals. Criminals play dirty to extort our money. If the whole internet stands up to Wall Street, there's only so many suits in an office. Yes, and also, let's also remember all the investors coming into these companies. I mean, we have Ryan Cohen with GME, who used to work for Chewy, which he sold for a crap load of money, and now he's working for GameStop, and they're turning into an e-commerce. That's huge. That is huge. They're no longer that simple brick and mortar store that we all knew growing up. We also have AMC reopening their theaters. They were like 90% open, and they're going to be even more by next weekend. We have, it's that kind of stuff, guys. And it's just knowing it. And one of my friends here says, yes, me ape smart. Yes. We are coming up on the last, let's see, in about 4 seconds will be the last 4 minutes of the day. We want to try to hold above 11:01, guys. That is my goal, personally. We get, how many again? If we hit that at 11:01, we have 22,768 call options expiring, which will need to be covered next week. It's been weird. So I think that I've heard that Monday to Wednesday is generally when those get covered. I'm not going to put a specific date on those. Do not take a specific date, because there are no specific dates. These stuff doesn't, AMC and GME are beasts of their own. If somebody does want to verify that information and confirm that that is what's supposed to happen, that would also be appreciated in the comments. Also, if you want to hit that like button, that really helps. If you want to hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell and be notified of whenever we go live here, that would also be incredibly helpful. In the description below, I also have a PayPal link if you would like to donate. That also helps me put out more videos, higher quality videos, and do more stuff. So if you want to, that would be appreciated. No pressure to do so. Yeah. But here we are, 11:08, and this is exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting us to get close to this $11.01 dollar line with AMC. GME is sitting at 265. It looks like it's only up 2.2% on the day. That's not bad. It's not in the red. We are potentially seeing a little bit of laddering happening here on AMC. We do have a nice level of support at 11:05. So I will move this down to 11:05. We did test it a little bit. However, it seems like we are still holding that with a size of 12,893. So hang in there. We're almost there. We only have about 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. If we can hang above 11:01, next week is probably going to be really nice. We have the quadruple witching hour next week. I'm sure we're going to hear more news over the weekend, more excellent DD on Reddit. Guys, just hang in there. Just hang in there. We're getting towards here. We only got 2 minutes left. We're sitting at 11:07. We just want to hold above that 11:01. GameStop is sitting at 265. It appears that it is kind of consolidating a little bit in that area. So that's not a bad thing either. To my understanding, in the market, Friday is often that day where you do see a lot of selling going on too. In order to prepare for the next week, the RSI is sitting at 34.89%, which says that this is oversold. That's also a good sign. We do have a nice level of support at $11. 11.05 is still sitting there. It's not as strong as it was, to be completely open there. And Hedge says, subscribed and 2 minutes left. Autumn, holy hell. Look, we're maintaining, I think is what you're trying to say there. I think we can do this, guys. Oh man, we only got 55 seconds left. Okay, just keep Not financial advice, but just keep holding, guys. We can do this. We can get through this. We're at 1109, sitting at 1109, 1108, 263 on GameStop, both in the green. We're sitting well. We're seeing a lot of movement coming in now on AMC, going to 1111, 1112, 1112. The charts are going crazy. 1112. Only 30 seconds left in the day. And we're hitting 1111, 1112, 11. We're seeing a nice green mark there. GameStop sitting at 263.57. This is insane. 1112, 1112, 1112. We're going to get those call options to expire. Only 15 seconds left. Anything can happen. These are volatile stocks, guys. This is exciting. This is what we're here for. You know, Battle of 801 every week, sitting at 11:15, 11:15, 11:15, 11:16, 11:16. Only 3 seconds left in the day. The markets are now closing from the open market. I pretty guaranteed that we hit 11:01, and let's see if we get it. Let's see if we get it. And just looking for that aftermarket sign to pop up here. Just waiting for it, guys. Just waiting for it. Here it comes. There it is, 11:16. We close out on AMC, 264.48, continuing to rise in the aftermarket. We got it, guys. We got it. All those call options will expire this week, today, and they will be picked up probably next week. Again, we do know that there has been failure to deliver on some shares and such like that, but we made it above 1101. Every single one of you, congratulate yourselves. We did it. And Hedge said, I saw 1113. On Webull, I'm showing 1116. And on Yahoo, it's showing 1115 for me for AMC. So I'm going to say that it's somewhere in between those. Sometimes Webull does lag a little bit behind from what I have noticed. However, we are sitting pretty good. GameStop is on a minor rise. AMC is still in the green too. We may see some more movement. We may not. After hours is always a little weird. So what are we looking for in the week to come? One, we got to keep holding, in my opinion. Got to keep holding. Number two, what are we looking for? We're looking for news catalysts. We're looking for volume. We did do it. Yes. Excellent. So, you know, we got a week coming ahead. So give you guys yourselves a pat on the back. I will definitely be be back on next week. Maybe I'll make a video or two over the weekend just talking about short squeezes because I feel like I have a pretty good explanation that I've been given to people for that. Maybe I'll do another basic video on stocks and understanding how they work. Thank you guys for joining. Don't forget to throw a like there. That really helps if you're interested in donating. I got PayPal in there. I also have a Webull link where I'll get 2 free stocks if you sign up. Again, no pressure to do any of this. It's all up to you. And you'll also get a free stock, I believe, for signing up for Webull too. I really like that program. That's what we're using here. I am by no means associated with or sponsored by Webull to be saying this. You can tell that by my subscriber count currently. But guys, thank you for all being here. I'm really excited. Let's just keep holding. Let's keep pushing through. Apes together, strong. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And as I always say on my Twitch channel, which I also have, as I always say at the end of the day, but really quickly, I have another message. I predicted yesterday that Friday would be a volatile yet positive day. You were correct, Hedge. You were correct, which is exactly what we want to see. But as I always say at the end of my videos, guys, as I always say, have a nice weekend. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. And get enraged! I also have a goose that my friend Sean made me. He's Fandom Forge on Etsy. He does 3D printing. I'm going to do a shout out for him too. Check him out. He does some cool